What's up? This is 6 Safe Clover Fire here, and today we are going to only be working on the rolling ballroom. The reason why, I think I've explained before, but I lost a really good run specifically to the rolling ballroom. I was on pace for beating my last PB by like 5 minutes, and I just bit it. And the thing is, it was a confidence issue too, because I knew my run was gonna die on rolling ballroom. I just knew it. If I can get first try rolling ballrooms, like especially consistently, that'd be incredible. So far, none of my 3 runs I've gotten first try rolling ballroom, but there are some things I noticed to make it more consistent. Also, I'm going to practice fresh as well. Right now I'm just practicing only clipping. Like, this isn't, there we go. I was gonna say, it's not the end of the world yet. Sorry. Now, there won't be a cutscene here, but usually there will be. So I just have to remember that. So, step 1, making sure it gets to the right spot. Not the hardest thing in the world. But if you're under a tremendous amount of pressure, it might be hard. Also, this part can be a little annoying for me because I feel like sometimes you push the ball away and I don't know why. I wish I knew why. I think the most important thing for this trick is not having the ball sway before you want it to. Right? Angle is also key. And position when you're actually flipping in. I'll explain. So, SpongeBob needs to be pointed right here when he's clipping through. If he's not, and it's hard to see, so you see, and the best way to learn is to teach. Do you see how there's that, like, the crack in the base of this? The one on the right. SpongeBob's foot needs to be just to the left of it, like right there. If you can do that, as long as you're clipping out of the ball, both the ball and Mr. Krabs will push you into the spatula. If you're any more to the right, if you're like way over to the right, that'll happen. Right, like that. See what I mean? If you're too far to the left, that will happen. You'll also get pushed out. And the reason why is because Mr. Krabs' hitbox isn't like infinitely large, obviously. This I can salvage because I'm not clipped out yet. See? So you can't be too far to the right, you can't be too far to the left. Obviously, and you can't be at this angle. You have to, the angle that you're at is essentially the camera is perpendicular to that flat area. If you have all that, then the only thing you have to worry about is your own nerves. And that time I was too far to the left. You don't have to, and that's the thing, you don't have to swing that far, that hard. And I'm pressing the cruise boost right before I clip out. Oftentimes if you do that, I was too far to the left. Oftentimes if you do that, you won't even hear the cruise boost being thrown. Not that it matters either way, Yeah, see, just like that. I feel like if you're not even hearing the cruise boost being thrown, that means your timing is just perfect. You have perfect timing. Ah, this way. Again, usually you have to... Sorry, it's storming outside if you can hear that. Oh. It would help if I did that. Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna work. Wow, it's really storming. My wife was serious when she said it's gonna storm. Like, not that I don't take her seriously, but I didn't think it was gonna be like this bad. Okay. I also want to try to diagnose the issue of popping out. Thunder. I love storms. Now, they're probably just being lined up with it. Yeah, see how I popped out? Or not even that I popped out, like I was never in it to begin with. I wonder, I think it's because you can just hold straight. You see that? If you hold straight, that's not a bad thing. Because you won't clip through the glass container until... Unless you're just like right there, you know what I mean? I work tomorrow, I work the 4th of July. I can't say I'm opposed to it because you get holiday pay. So. Alright. Okay, I'm perpendicular, see that? I want to make sure the ball comes down a little bit. Just land a single cruise. Easy. Swing over. And I'm making it look easy, but under the heat of the moment, when you're actually running, it's going to be a lot harder. You know what I mean? Because by this point, you already have a run. It's just a matter of not losing it. Yeah. So that's something that can go wrong. I haven't been doing it, but if you are... There we go. You can really speed up. I don't even know what I'm saying. Basically, if you are moving forward and you input bubble ball at the same time, like from a stationary, you'll go a lot you'll go a lot faster. And that's something to keep in mind also when you do this, when you get the ball out, because sometimes it'll throw off the timing and you won't actually be able to even get the ball. Like it'll fall in the hole, as you can see in the middle left there. I keep wanting to point, but you can't. I could, but you wouldn't see it. Also, I keep having dreams about Scooby Night of 100 Frights. Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. So I messed up, so I'm just gonna practice it a few more times. See how Sponge's left foot is like right next to it? That's what I find keeps it consistent. So it would have worked, but I didn't clip through it. So you just try again. The good thing is, if you don't clip through the ball, you have another shot. And that time I almost didn't work. Did you see how Sponge like went backward a little bit? And again, you don't need that much wiggle, quote unquote. See how the ball is kind of moving pretty fast? You can do it so that the ball isn't moving very fast at all. Moving slower, I think. I've done it where the ball isn't moving at all. That time it's moving fast. It doesn't matter. It matters if you miss and the ball's like traveling away from you so quickly that you can't reach it. You know what I mean? That would suck. So this is gonna be a faster one. See how fast it goes? Because yeah, even that maneuver, see how slow it's going now? It's just like a little maneuver. You have to be careful because again, if you don't clip out, that ball's gonna pick up some speed. So I think just a medium amount of speed is completely fine. But pretty much timing and positioning is the most important thing about this. No, 3. Timing, positioning, and speed are are the 3 most important things to execute this trick perfectly. And consistently, that's key. Because what good is knowing the trick if you can't do it consistently? You know what I mean? Again, you can switch to the D-pad. I just tend to let go of up once I'm like already clipped in. See how I'm trying to decrease the moment, and then you have to know when you press down here, Sponge is going to turn, and that momentum is actually going to transfer into the ball. So this ball has way too much momentum, but you can kind of try to decrease it. That would have worked had I not popped out. You can try to decrease the momentum of the ball by walking or sliding. Think of it more of a slide. Sliding in the same direction that the ball is going. And that should slow down the momentum of the rolling ball run. Oh man, what? I'm actually surprised at that happened. How did it traverse the whole track? That doesn't make sense. Make sure you hear that button being pressed before you roll another ball. I'll also get rid of it. There we go. I mean, that timing's something you have to work on a little bit. You don't want it to go far to the left or the right. You want it to land just where it is. That time I got lucky and I didn't even walk on top of the ball. But when you're walking on top of the ball, you want to walk towards the extreme end of it. If you walk too close to Sponge, it'll just start rolling towards you. You want it to roll away from you because it can't actually move through this glass container. Even though it can move through any other object like Mr. Krabs. Kinda weird, huh? I missed. I could have redeemed it there. But I failed. Could have redeemed it. I'm gonna do it one more time and then go back to just clipping. Or the button activate so I can do it. I like to stand like right on the snail. And what I did was something stupid. I held down the ball. The bowling. I held down the bubble bowl. And I don't know why I did that. Because you don't want to do that. See how I'm standing like on the spot where it can't move? It's important. I could just hold forward until I clipped in. Start inching. And again, when it speeds up a little bit, you can kind of take your break. And making sure that I only need to press right. That's because we're adjusting the camera appropriately. Again, it's gonna wiggle some. Make sure you're parallel. Take all the time you need. And you're golden. The cool thing is it's not just gonna... The ball isn't gonna gain extra momentum if you're just standing there. Like, yes, you have the bubble boost enabled. Look, it's going to the right. Yes, you have the bubble boost enabled. Or, the bubble boost. Yes, you have your cruise bubble. And I was too far to the left. You have your cruise bubble. Oh my god. You have your cruise boost activated, but the good thing is that you aren't moving very fast. See what I mean? Too far to the left. Yeah. And if you got unlucky, it can clip through you on the wrong side, and then you're just out of luck. Yeah, see? Almost clipped through. Just stay patient, because it's going to slingshot the other way. You're just trying to peek through just enough. It's exciting every time, it really is. It's a really rewarding spatula to get. For a few reasons. First of all, it is the most difficult spatula in casual play to get in the game. It's also one of the most difficult spatulas in the run to get. Maybe not anymore with current 2024 strats. Other things have become more complicated. I don't even know what it's called, but the kind of cruise boost that Shift uses now, where you line it up with the tikis and you destroy one, and you like clip through the tiki to get like, I don't know. I feel like that should be called like ultimate cruise boost. You can't do it in every stage, you know. It's just, I don't know. Like, that's harder than this. Because your timing, again, the cool thing with this, okay, so I was wrong. It can pick up momentum with you just standing there, so you have to be careful. But you can wait patiently and only attempt when you're ready to try to clip. You see what I mean? That was perfect. It'll bounce off, just roll right to me, and stop it. I'm only tapping right. Only move from this point once you have the bubble activated. The cruise boost. because if you move left or right in any other way, then you're hurting yourself. I'll show you what I mean. Well, hold on. So, move left. Look. See that? See what I mean? So don't do that. That was too soon. Now this is gonna be a huge time loss. I did save it, so... But still, huge time loss just getting it back. And, well, definitely a huge time loss because I just lost it. Because, see, it's hard to say what objects it... You just have to see what objects it interacts with. And again, I don't know why... Like, see, it doesn't interact with Mr. Krabs, but it will interact with these light posts. Yeah, the bubble, I mean, the ball is not intended to come down here like this. Not that the developers thought it would matter. Because I don't think that they thought, hey, you know, you can clip into it and you can do a cruise boost and clip into it using the hitboxes of the ball and Mr. I mean, they didn't even know what a cruise boost was. You know what I mean? Felt like I heard it storming really bad. Oh, wait. Reload it. Go back. Yeah, this is not for the faint of heart. But I'd rather do this than Squidward's Dream. First of all, Squidward's Dream, your timing for the cruise boost has to be perfect. It's just like with kids, which isn't a strat that's really used anymore in 2024. But otherwise, your cycle is screwed up. You're gonna miss. See what I mean? Whereas this, I can take all the time in the world just getting over here. Yeah, it's too far to the right, I think. Too far to the left that time. I think I was actually too far left both times. Yeah, so you do have to flick to the left because it's not gonna pick up enough speed to get you through. So you have to do that and then come back. It's hard. Hard. That's why I highly recommend making sure it will clip you through. I was too far left. It will clip you through. Because you have a whole window. You hear that? That's how much of a window you have. It could be the end of the cruise boost or the beginning. And as long as you're within that window, SpongeBob can clip through. That time, I don't know what happened. I think my foot was actually a little bit too far to my right. He makes a really weird noise when he gets hit, doesn't he? That time, I don't know what happened. I think my foot was too far to the right. Okay, I have no idea. I feel like that should have worked. My foot could have been further to the right, but it, for some reason, worked. Time I was too far to the left. This time I screwed up completely, but I still made it work. I was too far to the left, see? It's the most important thing. It's where the position of SpongeBob's left foot. See, I know when it's gonna work. And honestly, my foot was too far to my right there. And same with there. That wouldn't have worked. It would have been too far to the left anyway. Still made it work. See, you can recover it. You can adapt. That's a good thing. Mostly just right now practicing the hardest parts. Now the reason why I'm practicing the easier parts as well is just, that's a perfect one. Just mentally conditioning myself to get used to having to do it. You can't skip any steps. Too far to the right, I think. You know what might be helpful? No, it isn't. It is not helpful because it's not helpful to do that because the text box in the way. I mean, I could still do it, but it's really not necessary. I'm surprised that didn't clip me through. I feel like maybe I was a little bit too far to the left, but at the same time I felt... Yeah, that time I definitely lost. But I also felt like it was enough to work. Let me go way too far to the right, show you what happens. You just pop out. Or you get pushed back. Too far to the left. And Mr. Krabs' hitbox won't work, he'll just pop out. See? Or you'll get thrown that way. See? Very important. That's why I'm saying, really, the most important thing about the trick is the positioning of Sponge's foot. As long as you make sure that his foot is like basically just to the left of that line, you're golden. See, way too far to the left. Perfect. Don't even remember when I started recording, to be honest. But I might break this up into just little practice sessions. And I probably could stand to get a new remote too. We'll see though. See how okay, that didn't mess it up that time. But it shortens the distance and it can potentially screw it. That's up. No reason that you can't just flick the analog stick forward and then move to the D-pad. I tried tiptoeing before, and tiptoeing is inconsistent because you can tiptoe at different speeds, believe it or not. I was mentally focused on that. I was like, I'm making this work. And I did. Okay. It's kind of dangerous, but really at this point, I'm in control again. Let's see. No harm, no foul. I feel like if you don't push up for long enough, what happens is that SpongeBob will get wedged between the ball and not clip into it, and then his hitbox will push the ball away. If that makes sense. Listening for that sound. I'm gonna position myself closer. There you go. Easy peasy. You actually have to. Well, I don't actually. You can still flip through it when there's no spatula, but I really love getting the spatula animation. I think my top 3 games to speedrun, obviously this, Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights, also maybe Mega Man like 2 or 1. I actually feel like Mega Man 1 would make probably a better speedrun because it's harder. Yellow Devil is easy in the Mega Man speedrun, but a really, really hard boss otherwise. Because there's no... Well, there is, but a casual player would not know about the pause glitch to defeat the Yellow Devil. I feel like there's actually a boss fight in Mega Man 1 that I find more difficult, though. It's, the one where it's just those cannons or whatever, and you have to use Crashman, but you can't miss, and you have to. Or no, it's not. It's not Crashman. Crashman's in Mega Man 2, but you have to use that power similar to Crashman. And destroy all the barriers or whatever. It's hard. It's very hard. I'm not gonna lie. And now that I think about it, it actually might be Crashman. It might be Mega Man 2. But I don't remember. Okay. Ah. This will be the last one. I'm gonna pretend like this is a run and I have to get it. First try. Keep a really good time save. There we go. See how I made it work. I even said, you know, don't go left or right. And I did, I still saved it. So I think that's a perfect place to stop because I literally gave myself kind of pressure to succeed and I still succeeded. So that's good. It's a good sign. I'll record more of these. Even if I did this like half an hour a day. I think that's how long I've been recording. And if I did this half an hour a day, that would really boost my confidence and really make me better at this trick. That way I can get run number 4. All right. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.